Fellow South Africans, I greet you all. There is only one office of the Chief of the South African National Defence Force. There is only one person employed to allow any other person access to that particular office. When that person is a function of state, functioning in a post of personal staff officer to the Chief of the South African National Defence Force. Without any further ado, I will give you a conversation between myself and that person, which you yourself, as the people of the Republic of South Africa, which I serve and defend, will then realize the reality that goes into sustaining criminal activity, corruption and misconduct in the South African National Defence Force. It is true that payment of my salary can only be authorized by the office of the Chief of the South African National Defence Force. It is true that it does not matter wherever I go. Wherever I go will refer us back to the office of the Chief of the South African National Defence Force. General Mapwanya lives to serve and defend the country and its people in accordance with the Constitution and the law, with honor, dignity, courage and integrity. And it is his integrity, courage, dignity and honor that I call upon in service and defense of the country and its people against criminal activity, corruption, misconduct, apartheid, and oppression that is currently endured by Sylvester Volane Mangolele and all his family members and every other person that knows Sylvester Mangolele. I ask that you take cognizance of the fact that I am doing everything in my power to come out of this aggravating reality, and in doing so I followed only the Constitution and the law. It is only the terms of the Constitution and the law that can amicably resolve this particular matter, because I cannot entertain the thoughts of other persons and their personal interests. I am true to my cause, and I ask people to be true to their respective cause. I am indeed a human being. I am indeed suffering as a result of non-payment of my salary. I am indeed the person that will lead this country to the future that upholds the supremacy of the Constitution and the rule of law, not personal interest of persons in respective office, and understand that effectiveness, efficiency, and service delivery is exactly that. It is what must be achieved at all times to every person, and mechanisms must be employed to do such. They must be able to live up to those particular demands of the Republic of South Africa. I shall then transfer you to what I will be doing while you listen to this particular telephonic recording and other recordings that will follow. I will try not to interfere, and then will be in a position where I sit and then show you the action that I take in relation to amicably resolving this particular matter in accordance with the Constitution and the law. I am not personal to anyone. I do not disrespect any other person, and I ask that my fundamental human rights as a person be respected and observed. There is the conversation.
How are you? I'm surviving. It's Mangolele, so still waiting for the response. Hey, my family is suffering, Papa. Serious, I'm not lying to you. And then Lena, I'm suffering as a result. And the reality is, or the waiting has been too long because it's like it's not dealing with my reality. No, fair enough. As contradictory as it may, but it is the reality. Because now my issue here, my family is suffering as a result of the misrepresentation made on the PSO system. And then they are clear, they are aware of it, they know what Section 105 says, they understand, or you've never been convicted to imprisonment for a period not exceeding 5 years. And that is the reason why your salary stops. Even if you can die tomorrow, or organize your family when we go there, we will be told the very same reason that is on the PSO system. Or where another, we must agree to a lie, or you are being convicted to imprisonment for a period not exceeding 5 years. Because that's what the PSO system says. And then that is the only thing that is stopping my salary. Given the reality, or everything is happening and everything is happening and everything that is happening, me, my family, and every other person connected to me are suffering as a result of that misrepresentation. I want to say it otherwise, but then Luena, you would not be happy knowing more you are denied your salary as a result that somebody made a false entry in your name on good wishes, and then have to now be forced to wait for all other things and all other people to happen, while you are told it to be true, or no, it is like this is the defense force. It acts in accordance with the Constitution and the law. But when it comes to me, it is not. And now I start. No, I'm not getting into the merits of my case. My case is one thing. It's the PSO system. That is one thing. No, the reality, Kihore, that maybe that is where you are not understanding the whole thing. Where now you want to play a process here, or no, there is this thing. I am not dismissed, because the truth that is being said in the DOD PSO system is not the true reflection of my reality. And I mean not to be otherwise. It's like when I'm going around saying, or you are a female, whereas you are a male. And then because people said you are a female, then when you must suffer simply because people have said you are a female. Well, the true reality, or you are a male. And you must suffer, and you must accept, or they've said you are a female, you must suffer, Mangolele, you must suffer with your family, you must suffer. You must suffer until we see who seriously you are not a female. You must suffer, and you must agree or you must suffer. That is what you're constantly telling me. And I mean not to be rude, say. I am suffering without my salary. That is the action that was taken. The action to stop my salary was false. No, notwithstanding what the chief would say, notwithstanding what any other person would say, it is what I'm advancing to you. Or you go to the DOD personal system right now, you will find it's written section 105, reason for discharge. That is the reason that any other person would find, including the chief tomorrow, including the next chief, including any other person for generations to come. That is where the fault is at. That is what you as a person, as a sovereign person, sole individual needs to look at. Is it true or Mangolele is in prison for a period of 5 years as reflected by section 105? Is it true or false? That's all. And then those are the things that at the end of the day, that's the crux, that's the nutshell of it. Regardless of who did what. No, which is fair. That's why I'm saying we make debate. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. You are obligated to do so. Otherwise, this conversation will not be a conversation that is a two-way street where I'm telling you my aggravating reality is that listen, I do not have a place to stay right now. I do not have my salary. And then that letter has been submitted. So now so I said now I must continue to suffer as a result of that. Why? Now when you say Mangolele continue to suffer, you have told me the criminal activity that has happened, but continue to suffer, and then but you are acting in contrary to your own mandate of office. That is why I'm saying the reduction. Well, how do you deal with corruption if it is not reported to you? No, I'm being honest with you. How do you deal with corruption? I say it is not an issue or I'm being otherwise. I'm saying corruption. Yes, but then you can take. It's not an issue of the chief and the time and his schedule. It's an issue of reality. It's an issue of reality. What reality are you addressing? Are you addressing a reality of Mangolele must continue to be tortured? Because torture, it means exactly that. You suffer for the crime that is committed by other persons. Continue to be tortured, and then we will continue, we will leave whatever that you are saying, and then we will wait for the time and schedule. We're not just be tortured. There's no need to go to the court because ultimately it's going to come back exactly where I'm talking to. It's like you are saying, if you don't believe me, go to the priest. If you don't believe me, go to the police. If you don't believe me, go to your girlfriend. If you don't believe me, go there. Whereas at the end of the day, all of the people will tell you, Guti, you must still go to this particular office where I have went to. Why must you do that? I can't be patient while living on the streets and empty. Without, while people know it. The rights have been exercised. And are duly exercised. No, it will be wasting a complete time that will bring me back to you exactly right now. To be saying go to Mozambique and then come back and then go to Nigeria and then come back, it will be still the same thing, say. It's still the same thing. And salary is an issue of urgency. It's not an issue that can wait for tomorrow. You cannot be saying, okay, continue to wait for another 10 days without your salary and what. It cannot be like that. And then now it's worse. It's not 10 days. It's 6 months. Act urgently in accordance with these particular terms. I am doing exactly that. I am talking to you. I am talking to you. For you to be saying, Guti, go start at the gate, knock before you come talk to me while you are talking to me, it's pointless. I am talking to you, telling you my reality right now. And the reality that requires you to act right now, as you would act, Guti, okay, say, this. Say, this thing is not an issue of reinstatement, it's an issue of reinstitution of my salary as a result of the lie that is being said right now. Right now. No, when I'm not working, Johnny, because the Defense Force, you can work anywhere. You can be underwater in the Defense Force, you can be at sea in the Defense Force, you can be at sky in the Defense Force, you can be in the jungle in the Defense Force, you can be on the streets in the Defense Force. You work everywhere, 24/7. You know it to be true, sir. The schedule of the SANDF is the interest of the country and its people. That is the schedule of the SANDF. I mean, not to be rude or anything like that. It is the schedule of the SANDF. It must at all times respect the dignity and fundamental human rights of its people. And people of the why am I not part of that? No, it's a part that I am telling you the reality of. You go now to your defense PSO system, you will find exactly what I'm telling you now. It is the exact same findings that you will find. Why must you babysit Tuguti? I must go to the court, I must go to the police, I must go exercise the rights in the hospital, I must go where, while I'm telling you the honest truth right now. What I'm asking you is for you to get it by the end of today so that tomorrow you respond to me. It cannot follow the schedule, the normal schedule, because I am suffering irreparable harm, say. You understand the concept of irreparable harm? If you do not, I ask that you ask any other person who understands it to explain to you urgently, so that you understand when I'm saying I'm suffering irreparable harm. I do not have food right now. I do not have food right now. I don't have to approach any other community to support criminal activity, corruption and misconduct conducted by Vice Admiral Samuel Hlongwane and others. I don't have to do that. I'm being direct to you. I'm not asking or saying things that are not true, that needs to be verified by any other person. I'm telling you, I am Sylvester Volane Mangolele speaking to you, telling you this particular reality right now. Why must I be around the ping pong? Why? Because No, it's not an issue. It's an issue of the reality is do not babysit criminal activity, corruption and misconduct in the South African National Defence Force. The South African National Defence Force does not condone corruption. It does not say. It does not. I want to say it otherwise. Don't worry, I have done that. You know about the Knofiri issue, and then you know that the military police did not do anything about that. You know that to be true, don't you? You know it. You know it. Good, you know, with the military police, Mangolele, when he reports the cases there too, and then he proposed the SMS Yoguti, they opened the case there too. That particular case, nothing happens with it, just to sustain the reality that I am telling you about right now. Uguti, in your personal system. There's no need to go anywhere because at the end of the day, the people that must do that, they will be telling you the same thing. Why must you want to be told by another person, Uguti? Mangolele is telling you that Section 105 is on your personal system, and Section 105 says Mangolele is in jail for 5 years, and Mangolele is not in jail for 5 years. Why must I employ someone to tell you the exact same thing that you would know? Why? Don't keep quiet. Call the chief, call General Mapwanya, say. Call General Mapwanya, tell him let's pay Mangolele's salary, and then after that we will follow this particular law to see what led to the transgress that is currently in the DOD PSO system. We have thousands of subordinates to care for and account to at all times. You understand? That is the reality. I'm not the 11th president, the 6th president. If you understand military rule, you understand that if that is a problem, take me to the court and then prosecute me. Hey, that is why I am telling you that fix this particular problem. No, don't be like that. Don't be. No, how do I fix myself? How do I fix myself? Tell me, like seriously. Sir, I have written a letter in accordance with the system. Ah, oh. The Constitution and the law, they are in. Sir, we are acting in accordance with the Constitution and the law. We are, and then any law or conduct that is inconsistent with the Constitution and the law is invalid. That is the truth. That's how we operate. That is our manual. When they say in accordance with, that is our true manual. You know the code of conduct for uniformed members of the South African National Defence Force. I know it. We stand to attention when it is read. We are fully focused on the terms that are in it. And I'm telling you the honest reality that is right now. Uguti Section 105, its terms do not apply to me lawfully because I did not stand before any court and then be convicted of any imprisonment in terms of Section 105 as obligated therein. It is the truth. And it will never change. Be it I go to the moon or I come back or I go to anywhere where you can want to send me to, they will still tell you a Section 105, Mangolele never stood in court where he was convicted in terms of Section 105 of the Defense Act. Period. Clar. It doesn't, I thoroughly say, if I may say, it is fact, it is like that. And that is the fact that I am asking you to deal with as a human, a person who has responsibilities to his children and then his family and then his country and its people. The bottom line is that each and every day you go to the DOD PSO system, you will find Section 105. Is Mangolele convicted to imprisonment for a period not exceeding 5 years? It doesn't matter who did what, who did not do what. It is the truth. It is like that. I ask you, please, act in terms of Section 2G of the Defense Act, where you respect my fundamental human rights. Please, that's all I'm asking. Go tell General Rosane Makwanya, let's pay the salary of Mangolele urgently so. He needs it urgently so. Not wait for the schedule that will come in there whenever you want to it for it to come. No, let us not do that. Okay. Enjoy your day, sir. Ciao. I see that I'm being ignored here. Sir? Mangolele is still waiting for the response.
Yes, that was. What is this one playing now? So sorry for that. That was a conversation on Tuesday, and then this is another conversation that took place.
How are you? I'm surviving. It's Mangolele again. Let us function in accordance with the Constitution and the law. And let us be. No, but you are not practicing the Constitution. Yeah. Yeah. What is not changing? I am not interested in the schedule of the chief. I am interested in payment of my salary. It's not. No, you cannot block me. You are a function of a state. You are an organ of a state. You are not making me a favor by talking to me. Don't think good you are making me a favor by talking to me.
And that is what happened. Immediately after that, I tried to call, and then it was not answered, and then I called again, and this is the answer that came.
Sir, I understand your position fully. I understand. No, you don't have to allow me to speak and then listen while I am talking to you directly and then engaging you on direct terms. There's no sense living without a salary. Can you live without a salary? Can you live without your salary? Can you live without your salary? As a person, and then you take that as a sense, you say, okay, it's sensible, I'm going to live without my salary, I'm going to allow people to babysit corruption, criminal activity that is done on my name, I will live without my salary, and then yes, I will wait for the schedule. I'm not interested in the schedule of the chief. I don't want my pension. Do you want me to sign for the pension to support corruption that is done by Shoke and Samuel Songwane? Because when you are thinking when in your position where you are sitting, you are telling yourself, Guti, Mangolele must come and sign for the pension so that he supports the criminal activity and the corruption made by Vice Admiral Samuel Songwane no Shoke. That is what you are saying in simple terms. Don't be like that. I want my money, that is my salary. I don't want my pension money. Because signing for my pension money is criminal activity that I refuse to obey. I will not obey a manifestly illegal order as it has happened right now. I want you to tell the chief. Why I suffer? Are you paid to make sure good I suffer, or you are paid to make sure good my well-being is taken care of? Why are you operating in the negative? Why are you operating in the opposite? I I am telling you, good, when you are a defense force, you are a person. No, you don't take orders from me. You work for me. I am the people of the Republic of South Africa whom you serve and defend. You work for everyone. And when everyone is telling you, good, I'm suffering as a result of corruption, you must act. You must not say, I'm waiting for the chief of defense to kill somebody, and then you will come and then tell you. I'm not interested on the schedule of the chief. I'm not interested on you telling me about the chief Uguti. Where did he go? Where is he going to go? What is he going to attend next? I'm interested in you fixing the wrong that is on the DOD personal system, on my name that has been caused by yourself maybe, and then General Solishoke, and then Captain Peter and then Samuel Fongwane, as per in the letter that 4 of you have said on the 20th of June 2018, discussing how are you going to take me out of the Navy. Don't do that. I know exactly what had happened. And I know, Uguti, right now when you are busy playing goalkeeper, making sure, Uguti, I never get to the chief of defense that is new, who has a new logic other than the corrupt logic that Solishoke had. When I mention the names of the people, I'm not disrespecting them, I'm telling you the truth. And you are the only PSO in that particular office who must make sure this particular truth is sorted. People, criminals, Songwani, you are allowing to get a salary. Mangolele must suffer while Songwani gets a salary. Don't do that. Don't do that. My family is suffering. When will you allow your children to be suffering as a result of the shit that is done by Songwani? And then the PSO will guard against Songwani. Songwani must not be disciplined. You must discipline Songwani. That is the office that must discipline Samuel Songwani. And I want my money while we are going to be disciplining Samuel Songwani. I'm telling you of the wrong and the solution to the wrong. Put it into action. Stop telling me about the schedule of the chief of defense that will never end. To make sure you are babysitting corruption. I will phone the office of the minister and then tell them straight. I will also go on Facebook and tell them straight to Guti. I have spoken to the office of the chief of defense in Namhlanje. This is what I have said. And then I will give them the recording of the records that my phone records all the time. And when I tell them, Guti, when as a function of the office, you are determined to ignore me as a person of the Republic of South Africa who is suffering so that you can support criminal activity, corruption and misconduct that is being duly reported to you. Don't do that, man. I'm a person with feelings. When you don't take orders from me while you tell everybody that you serve and defend the country and these people in accordance with the constitution and the law. But you want me to serve, you want to serve me in accordance with the schedule, Saga Chief of Defense. What the hell do I have to do with the schedule, Saga Chief of Defense? What do I have to do with it? Because I want my money. Would I be calling your office if I did not want my money? Don't make me a fool, man. I'm a father of children who requires that particular money to eat and don't go to school and live a normal life like the children or any other children is living a normal life. Stop babysitting corruption. Stop it. Not on my name. You can do it on other people that are 499, like you are saying I'm probably number 500. Not with number 500. You don't do it with Mangolele and then say, Mangolele is stupid, he will suffer from depression, he must continue to suffer. Me, I will come to work and then I will be paid my salary to make sure Guti Mangolele suffers. I'm not a stupid person. Don't make me a stupid person here. Don't make me a stupid person. I'm being reasonable with you, being respectful to you. But when you are taking the things, you are throwing them out. Don't do that, eh? Don't do that. I want my money paid. Pick up your cell phone, dial the number of the Chief of Defense. Say, Chief of Defense, in the DOD personal system, we have made a mistake. We have said Mangolele is in prison for 5 years, and Mangolele, he realized that we made a mistake. He's not in prison for 5 years. Let us fix this mistake, and then let's pay Mangolele, and then let's fire Vice Admiral Samuel Songwane and everyone who is included in the letters of Mangolele that have made this reality to be realistic to Mangolele. Don't make me a stupid. I'm not a stupid. I'm the defense force. I defend the country and its people in accordance with the constitution and the law. That I am telling you, I am commanding you to obey. Please, I'm not a stupid. I'm a very extremely intelligent person who understands people and how who can see when every day you are saying day number 1 is finished. Mangolele must continue to suffer, and then Vice Admiral Samuel Songwane must continue to get his salary for the crime that he did to Mangolele. Be straight, be a man. Stop saying Mangolele is a female, whereas Mangolele is not a female. Pay my salary. I will call the office of the minister again. I will tell them, this is what you are perpetuating. I'm telling you about the terms that I've explicitly set forth to you. They are saying nothing about the schedule of the Chief of Defense. They are saying nothing about your schedule. I'm not interested in what the Chief of Defense did yesterday or what. I'm interested in what the Chief of Defense must do in accordance to the terms that are before him. Don't tell me anything about how busy is he. I'm not stupid. I'm a senior officer in the Defense Force. You and I have the same commission from the President. We serve this country to make sure that criminal activity does not happen. When you are allowing it to happen on my name, you think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. You stop that thinking of I'm stupid. You are allowing people to destroy our country here, and you are the Defense Force. You are allowing Joshua to deny people their inalienable rights, and you are here. You are allowing Mokweng to do criminal activity all over here, and you are here. You are earning a salary to employ to stop the exact same criminal activity that you are promoting and sustaining and protecting. It is the truth, sir. It is the truth. I know the truth hurts, but that is the truth. Simple one mistake. Change the misrepresentation that you made on my name and let me get my salary today. There's nothing. It does not require genius law. It does not require me to go to the police. It does not require me to go to the Hawks. It does not require me to be saying, hey, go arrest the PSO for not doing his job. Allow a new PSO to come into the office and do his job. Don't undermine me when I'm telling you, I'm the 6th President of the Republic of South Africa, because I am the 6th President of the Republic of South Africa. If you have a problem with that, take me to jail. After you have sent me to trial to say, when you are trying to come to take over as the 6th President of South Africa, why? And I will tell you the reality about Laura Ramaphosa that must live here. This is the country and these people that we are running. We are not running a chicken shop here that is called ANC. We don't do politics in the Defense Force. We are apolitical. We deal on facts. What is the fact? Mangolele is suffering. That's a fact. Is that what we want for the people of the country to do? To suffer? No, that's not what we want. What can we do for Mangolele? There was this misrepresentation that we did. It must be fixed. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Let me get my salary. I was supposed to get my salary in January. Before I went to jail. I went to jail to get my salary. Do you know that thing? And you want me to be happy? You want me to come back and say, Chief Defense, I'm entertaining your schedule. I have no business with the schedule of the Chief of Defense. I have every business with the Constitution and the law. Not say, I will forward you the recording of this thing so that you hear exactly what I'm saying. Because my words, regardless of good is it high, or is it high, or is it high, or is it high, the bottom line is I'm saying hi to you. The bottom line is that I'm saying hi to you. That's the bottom line. That is why the bottom line with Shoke, I say, Shoke, come do your job. Unless if you are a boy, you will not do a man's job. And he said, but unless I'm Inkwenkwe, then I choose to be Inkwenkwe now. I am Inkwenkwe now. I'm not going to do a man's job. And instead, I'm going to be personal to Mangolele and then do what I've done to Mangolele. He forgets good is an equal person before the law. Now you are forgetting good, you are an equal person before the law. And then we are teaching the country and these people that everyone is equal before the law. Why are we talking in reverse? Why? Try monate people, how monate upela so how monate upela no I cannot tell a taburoto on aviano. Ayo ke kupile ka tšhelete borotho ke tsere 10 ranta ka reka airtime gore ke le founele so that I can tell you the actual reality that is happening. You are busy interested in telling me how the wheels of the car of the chief of defense are shining, and I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in what I am telling you. January ke le go Toronkong di 28 tsa June after ke dutse go Toronkong from the 21 tsa July. For what? For going to work and then looking for my salary for my children to be paid. Luna la teja every day. Mangolele is in jail. This one we will show him. When he comes, write a letter to us. I write a letter to you. No, we will do not. Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it. I'm a person. I'm a human being. I've got feelings. I've got a brain. I've got senses, just like you have your senses. And what you are doing when and now you are babysitting criminal activity, corruption, and misconduct that had happened on my name. And you know it to be true, but you are doing that. During the people. Stop it, say, please. I'm going to drop this phone now. You get on your phone. That's the action that you must take as the PSO and say, yay, I received a call now from Mangolele. This is what Mangolele is saying. I will, after dropping this particular phone later on, call the office of the minister, forward the minister the link of this particular phone. This is what I have told the office of the chief of the defense force. I'm not interested in you as persons. I'm interested in you as a function in terms of section 14 of the Defense Act. I don't care whether you are small or you are big, you are tall or you are short or what. I care about your functions as an office to the country and its people. I'm not interested in people, in personas. I'm interested in upholding, defending, and respecting the Constitution and the law as the supreme law of the Republic. That is me. That is my business with the Defense Force. I am the Defense Force. The same training or even more of the training that you have received, I have received. I have went to court to uphold the supremacy of the Constitution and the rule of law. I have went in all organs of state in upholding the supremacy of the Constitution and the rule of law. And then I understood the flaw in that particular regard. And then I must arrest that particular decline in those critical capabilities through immediate directed interventions in support of my country and its people. And you are obstructing me to do that. Obstruction is 25 years in jail for a person. If you understand the law, go read section 104.10 to be precise. You are a lawyer, you are a qualified legal person. You are acting as if you don't know anything about law, and Mangolele is stupid. I know everything that is happening in that office. It's not a lie. I'm a soldier. I'm as intelligent as you are as a soldier, where you can know good where am I right now. It's not a lie. So do your job, please, and let my family stop suffering. My grandmother is dying here because now you are babysitting the schedule of the chief, not paying my salary. My children cannot see each other. My children cannot get anything from me simply because when you are sitting there babysitting the schedule of the chief, not dealing with the realities of the country and its people. Country and its people is everyone. Everyone is equal. Don't tell me about all is important than me. This one is important than me. Everyone is equal. If you put it in your head, everyone is equal. You and I are equal. None patients blemish, we are equal. None any other person, we are equal. There's no issue or no, I'm a commander, patient blemish is a civilian and then I must disrespect patient's blemish. No, I can't do that. She's an equal person before the law, whose dignity I must respect at all times. You must respect my dignity at all times. My dignity is such that I'm suffering, and you are telling me I respect that you are suffering, continue to suffer. That's not the defense force that we want here. Going forward, please do your job. Please, I say please, it is a word that I am employing. Please do your job. Your job is section 14 of the Defense Act. That's it. Do your job. do your job. Please pay my salary today. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Why now you can take a SNT today and go to PE from Cape Town or from Pretoria to PE today. It's possible. The chief can be called to anywhere in the world today. He will take an SNT today and go there. It's possible. He's equal before the law, just like I am equal before the law, just like you are equal before the law. Don't say I'm telling you things that you've known about this thing since the 1st of July already, other than many other times that I have communicated with the office or any other office that is connected with the office of the Chief of the South African National Defence Force. I'm saying in my head, as you are saying in your head, do your job, please. No, I'm not saying you are insane. I said as you are saying in your head. Oh, no, if you put it like that, that is your prerogative. It's not mine. Now, all that I'm saying to you, Kehor, I see that you are sustaining criminal activity, corruption intentionally. I see that. I'm not a stupid. When I tell you stop the crime and then you say, no, go to the police so that I can stop the crime, you are making me stupid. When I tell you stop the crime and you say, go to the court so that I can stop a crime, you are making me stupid. When I say stop the crime and then you say, go to the South African Human Rights Commission so that I can stop the crime, you are making me stupid. Every time I tell you do this and you tell me go somewhere, you are making me stupid. Because at the end of the day, all those people, be it I go to court, I come back with a court order, it must come to your office for your office to act. Be it I come with a police thing, it must come to your office for your office to act. Be it I go to the South African Human Rights Commission as I have, it must come to your office for your office to act. It is your office. That is the only office. I'm not confused. That's the only office that will fix this particular misrepresentation of the DOD personal system on my name and pay my salary. I call HR separation and ask for my salary to be paid where it was stopped. They say, no, we are waiting for the authority from the Office of the Chief of Defense. That's the Office of the Chief of Defense. You are the PSO of the Chief of Defense. Are you not? So I'm not lost. I'm direct on point. I never miss. I just only been disturbed by personalities of the people and their respective view. I write to you a letter. You take out all the things that are not in the letter. You discuss them. You parade them. You want them. You leave the letter alone. Deal with the letter paragraph by paragraph. That letter is law. If you understand the law, when I say section 1996 of the 5 of the Constitution, they say I must act in accordance with the Constitution. When I read it with this other section, it says this is what I must do. When I read it with this other section, it's exactly what you have on your table. It's law. Pure law. 100% law. The fact that I'm taking over as president is 100% law. What you must do is say, hey, Ramaphosa, somebody is taking over your seat, Papa, come and answer. That's all that you must do. I'm telling you, because you are the defense force, you are the last line of defense when all organs of state fails. I am not going to court right now simply because there is a decline that must be arrested in court. I'm not stupid. I have been to court. I have seen how the law is not applied accordingly in service of the country and these people. I'm not stupid to see this whole syndicate to go to, this one told the Chief Justice, Chief Justice, don't allow Mangolele to come into your office at mid-range. He's dangerous. Tell everybody else like that. And then, but whatever that we are doing, we are babysitting this corruption that we made on his name since August 2018. We've made this, and then all the organs of state must fail in revealing this particular simple truth. Your judiciary now, for the past 3 years, is unable to say, organ of state, you are wrong. Why is that? It's corruption. The very same corruption that is killing our country. And they must go. They must go in service and defense of my country and these people. I cannot allow criminals to be sitting at the Constitutional Court judging themselves. You have a court order of a judge that judged himself, which is judgment from the way. Yeah? It's not politics. See, politics is section 19 of the Constitution. Constitution which I defend is everything, all 243 sections of it and 7 schedules of it. Politics is section 19 of the Constitution. And that's how I view things. I view things in accordance with the Constitution and the law. No, my career is what I'm doing right now. I'm saving and defending the country and its people. It's what I'm doing. The service and defending the country and its people is what I've been doing all the time. The problem is that I have not been receiving my salary. That's why I'm saying I don't ask for reinstatement. I want reinstitution of my salary. Two different ways. No, the parliament, you know, we are all, me and you together. Parliament is the first line that you must consider when you take into account the principles obligated in terms of Section 2 of the Defense Act. You must consider Parliament and the National Executive. They are your baby. It is what you serve primarily as the defense force, if you understand yourself in the structure of this country. What Parliament says is what you must do. When Parliament says go and arrest the decline, that's what you must do. Is it not? I'm not that type of a soldier. I follow orders. When an order is say go and arrest the decline in critical capabilities, I go arrest the decline in critical capabilities. I don't create any other order that is not what is written as in terms of milestone 1. Right now, I must rebalance and reorganize the defense force as a foundation for future growth. I will not do that with corruption in it. If you don't know milestone 2 of the Defense Act, of the Defense Review, I must rebalance. By firing Samuel Songwan, I'm rebalancing and reorganizing the defense force as a foundation for future growth. Practical, simple, clear example. No, sir, don't worry about the level. My level is my commission from the president. My service is the people and the country. That's my level. Don't worry about the food chain. Worry about the real job that we are doing. Don't worry about this one I'm senior to him, this one is junior to me. Worry that the country and its people is looking at this. Don't worry about levels. That is the things that are separating us in economics and class, culture and the way we live. It is what separates us. No, the defense force, it serves and defends the country and its people. That's the defense force I know. That's the defense force I know. It respects all people. It never ill-treats subordinates. That's the defense force I know. It respects and supports subordinates and treats them fairly. That's the respect I know. That's the defense force I know. Any other thing that is on the mind of a person is not what I know. I know the code of conduct of the defense force. I know what regulates the defense force in its entirety. Because all that I'm saying to you is law. And I'll never deviate from law going to a personality of a person. No, understanding, yes. And when you understand Uguti Section 2G of the Defense Act, it obligates you to respect my fundamental human rights as a member or any other person in the state. That is what you must do. Respect that I'm suffering. Stop the suffering. Don't respect that you are suffering and say continue the suffering. No, that's not how it works. It is not. I'm not being disrespectful to you. I cannot continue to say when I continue, do not feed your children and then do not live at your own house. So go on and ask people for a place to live. Go on and ask people for money to eat because when you refuse to obey a manifestly illegal order so that you can sign for your pension and then agree that we continue with criminal activity here. No. Look at things the way they are. And deal with them the way they are. That's how I deal with things the way they are. It's not a lie. And I can separate issues. I know which one or where does it stay. I know where does this one stay. I know where does this one stay. I separate issues. Eh? You see, that is one fellow South Africa who cares, who understands Uguti. For me to talk to you, it requires airtime, and then you will not call me because you are avoiding me. South Africans, they care, they see this thing, they know, and they are tired of corruption. They are tired. All my family, they know the law now, like they can even read it. They are even more interested in it as I am more interested as I am. And I only started reading law simply because I was in trouble. Just like you would be in trouble with your car, and then you start reading the manual of your car. Just like I have done, I started reading my actual manual as a soldier, which I have realized the flaw, which we have not taught the soldiers the constitution and the law from the basic training, which they must be taught. Because it's part and parcel of rebalancing and reorganizing the defense force as a foundation for future growth. They must know the law. They must not be taught good law is for lawyers, whereas the law is actually their manual at which they must operate. Each and every single soldier. It's not my campaign. I never campaign as a soldier. I'm telling you, soldiers must know the law. Simple as that. It's not a campaign. I don't campaign. That's why I'm not going around saying, vote for me as the president. I'm the president. I don't need to campaign for that. And I don't need anyone's approval for that. I only need logic in terms of law and order. Is it law that the person must be separated from his children? That is not law. Ramaphosa, Hamba. Because Ramaphosa, it doesn't matter. I don't have personal issues with Ramaphosa. All that Ramaphosa must do is follow the constitution and the law and defend it, uphold it, and respect it as obligated in terms of Section 83 of the Constitution. And he must promote the unity of the nation. I am not being united with my children. Ramaphosa is opposite to his mandate. See that truth. See that reality. See it. My contribution, you will know my contribution, don't worry. I will be now doing a presentation of the report that you have been preventing to be done. It will be live on air now on Facebook today. I have started it yesterday, the introduction of it, and then today I will make it, and then I will present it. Then the country and these people would know. And then it is not that I will be scared to be facing Director Fleet Logistics or the fourth in the Navy or anyone in relation to taking the country forward. I will continue doing my job. When you just worry about paying my salary, the rest I worry about. And my job is to the country and these people. But that's exactly what I'm doing. If you sit down and you look at those videos in the Facebook, I am doing my job, continuing. Just pay my salary. And it will never change my job. It won't. I have everything, every knowledge in terms of the ships and what. I will put it out there that, okay, in order for you to do the job cut nicely so that this job cut can see the end of the day and then be accounted to nicely, this is what you will do. The public will see it. You people will refuse it and say, we are not going to do that. We are not going to do that, even though you can see it. I've seen that. I serve and defend the country and these people. That's what I'm doing, period. You understand? I personal opinion sabantu abanye and what that is none of my business. People, they would be thinking, Mangolele is not Mangolele is Mudisa King, or Mudisa King is not Mudisa King is Fan Thief, or is Peter Thief, or whatever, thief, it doesn't matter. That's what they are thinking. Bottom line is I must be saving and defending my country, these people, and I expect equal service in return. I'm not expecting this babysitting thing. No, wait for the chief as if you are dealing with an able seaman. No, man. I'm not an able seaman. I'm not a corporal. I'm a commander. You understand? I hope you understand that. So, just do your job. Make sure that my salary is paid. Please, you understand where I'm standing. You understand exactly what I'm doing in Facebook. You understand exactly when I say General Mapwanya, I mean General Mapwanya. I'm not addressing him out of disrespect. I'm addressing him in function to the country and its people. Don't get confused. Don't get confused. I have no interest. I don't know General Mapwanya. I've never met him. I don't know how it looks like, what he likes. I'm not interested in that. I'm only interested to good is the person that has been appointed in terms of Section 13 of the Defense Act to function in terms of Section 14 therein. And then from there, everything that comes into law is baby. You get what I'm saying? Simple as that. I'm that simple. People must just do their things, their job, respectively. I'm in this particular situation simply because that person called General Shoke refused to do his job. And he tried to run away and to make sure simply or he does not come to court and then answer in terms of Section 13 and 14 for his job to the court record and say, in the defense force, I want my defense force to be doing like this. People think that when you call them to do their job, you are their enemy. I'm not your enemy to be calling you to do your job. Fix. Huh? No, I understand that you don't agree with me. That is why I'm saying that. No, I'm not saying that you are wrong. If you are wrong, I will tell you straight you are wrong. If you are incorrect, I will tell you straight you are incorrect. I will not spare you anything. There's no love lost in that regard. If you are wrong, you are wrong. Like now, what I'm saying, you are wrong by sustaining this criminal activity. You are incorrect by sustaining it. You must stop sustaining it. No, but I am telling you now, you don't have to agree with it. Apply your legal mind in it. Yeah, I know. Apply your legal mind in it and then assist a fellow South African. Assist, or if you want me to be your subordinate to you, it's fair. Respect me and then treat me fairly and support me as mandated by the Code of Conduct. Do not ill-treat me as a subordinate and say, subordinate, suffer. Don't take care of your children, suffer. Let your family suffer. Yeah. Tina here, we like the Songwanis that are not following the law. We like them. We pay them salary. They don't suffer, Bona. The people who are seriously upholding the law here, they must suffer. Just like you are suffering. That's what you're telling me each and every single day. You're not paying my salary. So pay my salary. Talk to the chief today. Pay my salary. That's it. Thank you, sir. I will call you tomorrow and tell you, Uguti, what have I done with the minister and every other thing. I will email you the link of the video where I will tell people that this is what I'm saying to the office of the people, and then this is what I'm expecting from the office of the people. I'm not expecting personal favors. I'm not expecting you to like me. Don't even dream of liking me. Just respect and support me and treat me fairly. That's it. Simple as that. It's your job. It's what you come there to do every day. You are there to respect and support your subordinates and treat them fairly. You are there to build a united Republic of South Africa. You are there to promote the Constitution and uphold it. You are there to do all these things. Do them. You know of our discussion today. Do it. It will be public life on air. Do it. Uguti, this is what I've told you. Do it. I'm tired of asking people for their money. I am tired of asking people for a place to stay. I am tired. Seriously, I'm tired. And I will not come there and then be signing my pension, because I'm telling you, to sign for my pension, it will be me agreeing with the nonsense that was done by Vice Admiral Samuel Songwan in the show. I do not agree with it. And you will never see my signature in a pension, because I'm not lawfully discharged. I'm not discharged at all. The thing that is existing is the unlawful misrepresentation on my name on the DOD PSO system. And people are thinking, oh, is this charge? Oh, is this charge? Oh, is this charge? No, I'm not those people that are thinking. I'm a people who's learned, who understand exactly what is the meaning of the terms, and then who understand exactly the process and the processes that needs to be followed, and then who must teach his subordinates to people. This is a process that must be followed, and teach the entire defense force and the entire country about the supremacy of the Constitution and the rule of law. That is what I am. Any other thing outside that context, you've misfired. Just like the people have been misfiring all the time about Mangwalel. Mangwalel, he will get depression from social media. He will do this thing. I'm not that one. I'm straightforward. one way, Sylvester, one way. So, sir, I think I'm taking a lot of the time. You have taken a lot of time. No, sir, I'm telling you the honest truth. How you interpret it? I can send you on your cell phone the link of this particular thing so that you can hear what I've been saying to you. And what I'm saying to you is what I'm expecting from you as a function, not as a person. Your personalities I'm not interested in. What you like, what you don't like, I'm not interested in it. Seriously, so I'm not. None of my business is your business. My business is your function. I said. No, I'm fine now. But just do. Thank you, sir. Enjoy your day. Sure. How are you? I'm surviving. It's Mangwalela again.
Yes, that is the reality of this particular matter, and then this is the difficulty that I am having, and then I trust you understand that I am following the constitution and the law and the rules of the public protector to petition the public protector in relation to this matter. I don't want to bore you with the construction of this particular matter, but you've had a probable view of what I go through before I construct any type of a letter to any organ of state. I first respect it as I have respected it in this particular video, and then because I did not want to waste time in relation to my productiveness, and I also did not want to interrupt the actual phone calls that the phone recordings that you have just recently heard. I do not want to express my opinion on them. I just only wanted you to know the actual fact and reality that I face. When I tell you that other people in government offices wants me to be oppressed in order to support criminal activity, corruption and misconduct by Vice Admiral Samuel Hlongwane and the General Solishoke, I am true to you as the people of the Republic of South Africa. When I tell you that I am contacting any other office, it's exactly what I do, and I am sitting in a position where I am educating you as the Republic of South Africa that things can be done, things are done, and then you have to do the things that must be done. It's just that the sad part about this whole thing is that you are now going to employ state resources at the public protector for this particular matter to be resolved, while this matter could have been resolved right here by just only employing this telephone conversation that we have just engaged ourselves on, to say, okay, I want to help Mangolele, and then I want Mangolele not to suffer, and then I want to uphold the constitution and the law, and then what regulations can you guide me upon, Mangolele? And then I will guide you to the statutory regulations as issued by the Minister of Defense and Military Veterans in terms of Section 62L of the Defense Act, and the fact that my inalienable right to life guaranteed in the Bill of Rights of the Constitution is entrusted to the nation and the state. And the reality is that as a senior officer, in any event, I cannot be found living on the streets regardless. Because it is true that there is no state of emergency, state of disaster, state of war, or any other state that may justify the infliction of torture. Torture is when you are punished for a crime committed by other people. I am not receiving my salary today simply because Vice Admiral Samuel Hlongwane and General Solishoke did what they have done. Have they not done what they have done, I would be receiving my salary. Have they called me in at first, they would have not done what they have done today, because they would have followed procedure. In procedure they would say, Mangolele, this is what you have done, and it would have been defended or discussed or executed in accordance with the Constitution and the law, not arbitrarily or without just cause, as is the case. The Public Protector, I will send you this link and include it on the letter that I am writing to you, so that also you can appreciate my efforts in understanding how you function, and then in the reality of what I am requesting you. Everything that I do is in accordance with your mandate. I am not outside any context of your mandate, just only for emphasis, and I am just only teaching also the Republic of South Africa and people for generations to come, how do you follow and apply the Constitution and the law. You need to understand the terms, you need to be fair with the terms, and then you need to appreciate the time it takes to actually achieve the document. That is why that particular skill is acquired over time, and the experience in that makes me to be able to do it live like this, because I have done it before. I'm just only showing you that this is what I need to consider, this is what I need to consider, this is what this is saying, this is what this is saying, for me to arrive at this particular term. I know a lot of us do not like to do things in an open and transparent manner, as I am doing. But like I have said to you before, that I am obligated in terms of the Constitution to actually do that particular thing as that, because the Constitution, in terms of section 1996 therein, obligates me not to obey a manifestly illegal order. I will show this thing to you with patience and then with your understanding, such that these particular things do not happen again to any other person in the world, such that people get to function in accordance with their mandate. Basic principles, values and principles governing public administration. Section 1G, transparency must be fostered by providing you, the public, with timely, right now you know what I'm doing, accessible and accurate information. So you know right now how accurately have I typed this particular paragraph, for example, and you know how did I get to this thing. You understand that when I say circumstances under which the Public Protector is required to conduct proceedings, and explaining it, I am looking at circumstances under which the Public Protector conducts proceedings. And in reading to this thing, the Public Protector may decide to conduct proceedings under circumstances he or she deems fit, including the following: when prior attempts at resolving a dispute are not feasible or have failed. It's like right now I have failed to resolve the dispute with the PSO who must act urgently, and the PSO wants to throw me into the schedule of the personal preferences of the chief of the SANDF as the incumbent, not as a function. And the public protector is of the opinion that such proceedings will enable him or her to conclude an investigation or obtain an appropriate resolution of the complaint. So now I want the public protector to, in terms of Rule 28 A, do this. But because I said here in terms of Rule 28, that's why I'm starting in terms of Rule 28, and then from there I am going to go back to the requirements of Rule 5, and then ultimately at the end of the day you will have the requirements of this particular rule section, because this particular section says I must have the name there, why by means of a written, it is written or oral. I've actually made it oral for you also, and under oath, and then it is under oath, confirm, under oath, there we go, under oath or affirmation, which is what I'm affirming right now to you, that I am the one person doing this particular thing, that's me. And may specifying the nature of the matter in question. I'm specifying the nature of the matter in question, that I have failed before, and the public protector will be enabled to conclude this thing by calling all people, and then all those things, the grounds on which he or she feels that an investigation is necessary, all other relevant information known to him. So all these particular things, once I'm done, they will be summarized into this particular requirement. So those are the things that I want you to know, how I follow the constitution and the law. And don't say Mangolele is crazy, is what. I am not crazy. I am just a simple person who is able to take what others considers to be difficult and then make it into simplicity, as I am. I am water, I am life, and I am the truth. Yes, it is the truth that I am showing you here. So the public protector may not say that I did not consider his rules and what, and all these things that I've been showing you here. You've actually have the power to pause the video and then actually see or interrogate or read to understand whatever that I have went through to get those things, because I read extremely fast. I'm fast, very fast, and in reading, just like judges are extremely fast in reading, just like many practicing lawyers. They're extremely fast in reading. That's why you can see them holding those piles of papers and stuff like that. So we speed read, and then we actually take out what is confined in there and then put it into practice accordingly, but without derogating from any other term that is there, because it has to be taken into consideration. So fellow South Africans, I expect payment of my salary with immediate effect from the Office of the Chief of the South African National Defence Force, and then I am making every reasonable effort to ensure that payment of my salary is secured with immediate effect. It is not that I did not contact Parliament. I did contact Parliament. It is not that I did not contact the South African Human Rights Commission. I did contact them. It is not that I did not contact any other organ of state that you have seen me or heard me talking about. I have done so. And it is not that I do not know their respective legislations, as I know this particular respective legislation that is that of the public protector. Good people, I know a lot of things. I know this particular country and its people, and I am being honest to you that I am in service and defense of all of you in accordance with the Constitution and the law. So allow me to conclude the letter. You will see it once I have gathered my thoughts and then trained them into this particular letter to make it as succinct as possible. And I must be in a position where I can be able to forward the link to the South African, the public protector. So the public protector is also aware of this particular matter actually, and then he sees it, or they receive all the emails that I sent to these particular people, but they just look at it, we can't interfere, just like South African Human Rights Commission says we can't interfere, while I went to them and expecting them to call me at any given time to make sure that this particular reality, the law is upheld. For that particular law to be upheld, my salary must be paid. If my salary is not paid, the law is not upheld. It's as simple as that. This is how this thing works. Fellow South Africans, I miss my children, I want to go home, and then I need payment of my salary for that to happen. Please pay my salary. And I mean the term please, because I'm doing this in peace, as obligated by the Constitution and the law. Any other thing I cannot say further. I have explained to you how I operate in doing these particular things, and then I have explained to you how I respect the law, and I have explained to you how serious this particular matter is. It does not help me to be telling you, hey, it's serious, yo, you will not hear me. That is why I am this calm, and then I'm explaining to you the reality of the matter. It is what any commander will do in any event. Good people, I thank you. Papa O Teng.